So one of the reasons why, probably the main reason, why people are struggling with meditation and with being peaceful and with being able to be present is because they're trying to achieve something when they go and do it. And they're trying to move away from some sort of feeling. So what do I mean by that? I mean, when you go to meditate and you sit down and you are doing it for a reason, right? It's a means to an end. You're thinking, I want to feel focused. I want to feel peaceful. I want to get rid of my anxiety, right? You're moving towards pleasure. You're moving away from pain. You're thinking these things. You're sitting down to meditate and you're giving yourself all of these reasons as to why you're doing it. And then you're using mental activity and some sort of a force to get yourself into a different state. And then people wonder, why are they not able to meditate? Why are they not able to calm down their mind? Why can't they just be present and be here? And the reason for that is because you can't be here if you are simultaneously trying to be there, right? So when you're meditating and these thoughts are arising, these feelings are arising, these bodily sensations, your visual field, everything that you're hearing, right? You hear this water, you're meditating and you're noticing all of these things arise. I want you to realize that that is simply the first step to meditating. And what's happening in this scenario when people are struggling, it's that they're at that step, they're witnessing everything arise. They're typically identified with thought, meaning they are, when they're thinking about how they want to feel or why they're doing this, or maybe they're frustrated and they're feeling like this isn't working, they're identified with these thoughts. When you're identified with those thoughts, you can't be here, right? You can't be aware of those thoughts when you're identified with them. So there's that distinction there. And when you're able to not identify with these thoughts, but instead, just like bodily sensations, just like sounds, just like things you see, it arises within consciousness, you experience it, and then it goes away. That's the same thing that happens with thoughts. So when you're sitting down and you're trying to feel a certain way, what I want you to do is I want you to acknowledge these thoughts that are arising. See them, be aware of them, right? You are not these thoughts. When you tell yourself, oh, I suck at meditating, that is a thought that is arising. It is a judgment. It is not you. You're able to be aware of that thought. So that's the first step to being able to progress into more of a meditative state. Then the second is to just allow everything to be. So the reason why you might go down a rabbit hole where you're thinking a thought, let's say you're getting frustrated, you're sitting down, you're saying to yourself, I can't meditate. The reason why you're not breaking that spell is because, one, you're identifying with those thoughts. You're thinking to yourself, I can't meditate, there's something wrong with me, and this negative emotion rushes through your body, and then you start potentially thinking about reasons as to why this isn't working, or something like a diagnosis you have, anything like that. And what I want to say to that is that most people at that point will convince themselves reasons, they'll tell themselves reasons as to why this won't work for them. And that, in and of itself, that rabbit trail that they just went down, telling themselves why this won't work for them, is just more thought arising within the present moment, going away. And the only reason why it seems so significant to you is because, again, you are identified with the thought. You are allowing it to seem so significant. Although in that moment, it's literally, if you were actually to pay attention and close your eyes and think a thought, it just sort of pops up into your mind and then it goes away. And then typically another thought comes up and then it goes away. And that's what I want you to do. The next time that you sit down and you try to meditate, see them come up. Differentiate yourself from them. Realize that that is the first step to sort of flipping the switch, is to not be brought down that bunny trail of thought after thought after thought after thought after thought, and also realizing that there's no problem with doing that, right? You're a human being, right? We're constantly thinking, this is a skill to learn, it's totally okay, and there's definitely nothing wrong with you, right? Anybody can do this. You just have to sort of know how to do it. And a lot of people, again, are trying to use force and they're trying to add things into their experience. They're trying to change things, and with that comes discomfort. With that comes resistance. With that comes this idea that they're not where they are, and you can't be present and at peace and fulfilled if you feel like you're not where you're supposed to be, right? So I hope that made sense. This is a really interesting thing to talk about because it's so abstract, right? And I think that's one reason why so many people don't grasp it. So I hope this helped point you in the right direction, though. I think that's the point of this video. If you want to see more videos to go deeper into this, into maybe next steps, just let me know. You can comment below and I'll do that. And if you have any questions, again, comment below and I'll answer them for you. I'm here to help you. So enjoy, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.